Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. The flaw in your retirement plan. Now, I see this a lot, and it makes me wonder what people are thinking about. You know, planning on spending more in retirement than you were when you were working. They don't intentionally plan on spending $10,000 a month or whatever, but they say, we'd like to travel more, or maybe buy us a second home at the beach or something like that. The people that are planning to do things when they retire that they haven't done when they've been working. You see that a lot. You know, we like to go, cross country tour once a year, south of France, or never been to Europe. We like to spend our time years traveling Europe. If you've never done it while you were working, what makes you think you can do it when you retire, when you're living on fixed income? To me, that makes no sense. And that's why they need so much to retire, to get out. You know, I mean, you know, you, you're going to spend less in retirement than while you're working. You just are. I just don't see no way around it. You're going to need less income. You take out your payroll taxes right away. You know, then you take out your savings right away. I mean, for a lot of you, for me, I know it's about 40% right off the top that I'm not making. So there's no way I'm going to need everything I'm making in retirement. There's just no way. But people do that. Well, we got family up in Canada. We like to go visit them once in a while. But I mean, you make a trip like that while you're working, maybe once every few years. I know a guy, he still lives around the corner up here from me. He's from Puerto Rico. And they used to go down there probably about every 7 years while they were while they were working, had kids and everything. He's, you know, and once he retired, they went maybe twice in the time he's been retired, and that's it. You know, you just don't do the same things as you age that you do when you're younger. You know, and, and I know for a fact, mom and dad they didn't do much traveling after they hit about 70, 75, maybe 70. Yeah, somewhere between 70 and 75. They cut their traveling way back as far as going to see people or do things. They didn't. You're not going to feel like it for one, especially if you take a car ride. A couple hours in the car as you age is rough. But I see that a lot. People plan on doing things that they never done while they were working, but they hold it off until retirement to do, and they're just not going to do it. And that's why they need more money. So instead of needing 300,000 to retire, they need 1.5 million, whatever, to do what all they got planned in retirement. It's just like your working career. You didn't plan on doing what you did for a living. You know, you just made do, went with the situation at hand. And it's the same thing for retirement. You might plan on all that, but there's no way you're going to do it. You're just not. So I think that's the biggest flaw. You know, I think people have been sold this idea of the dream retirement. You know, we can help you reach your dreams. That's one of these uh, brokerage companies that advertise. That's one of their spiels. Yeah, okay. I I just and that's the whole idea behind this retirement saving community thing. You reached your number and stuff like that. That's a big flaw. That's a big flaw. People plan to spend more than they actually do, and that causes them to worry about it. causes a lot of stress for a lot of people. Keeps them on the job longer too. Well, I ain't quite got my number yet, so I'm gonna stay another 5 years or whatever. I just think it's sad that people get fed a bill of goods like that, and then they work pretty much till they can't work no more. Especially as average people. Now, I ain't got a real physical job. It's not it's not manual labor or anything, but it's still rough on the body. And it's a shame people have to stay in there longer than they should have to, just because of bill of goods that have been sold as lies. You know, just be careful when you're planning and try to get a realistic idea of what you're actually gonna do. And I mean, are you gonna buy you a beach house, or are you just gonna go down there once every year or two? You know what I mean? It sounds great, but I mean, anything you're planning for in the future, you got to pay for it today while you're working. And do you want to spend an extra 5 years where you're at or working, or would you rather have that extra 5 years of you know pretty much hanging out doing whatever the heck you feel like? You know, that's the question. That's the secret to saving for retirement. You're buying time in the future. Is what you're doing. You're buying personal time in the future by saving for retirement. Every dollar is a down payment on a future. So I don't know. I don't know. I ain't even retired yet. So I really probably don't have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's the way I look at it. Y'all be good. We'll talk at you later.